everyone, it's me, Demetra Kaye of the Demetra Kaye Show here on YouTube and the proud contributor of the African Diaspora News Channel and the African Diaspora News Insider. If you can do me a favor and subscribe to all channels, I would greatly appreciate it and most definitely like this video. So let's get right into it. I know I'm kind of on the late freight here, and it's not because I haven't heard about it. I just tend not to get involved in those type of things. But, you know, I was having this conversation with my daughter about Lori Harvey and, you know, Michael B. Jordan. She's a fan of Michael B. Jordan. In fact, she's upset that he's now off the market and all of that stuff, right? And so during our conversation, she was more or less like, I don't understand why people are so caught up into Lori Harvey's dating life, right? And so I know I put in the title, The Problem with Lori Harvey, but the problem is not Lori Harvey. The problem is everyone else. And I want to kind of give it a little bit more context. So recently, Lil Boosie, Bad A, you guys fill in the blank, he did an interview on Blvd TV, which is, I don't understand why people keep going over to Vlad. He's a culture vulture and means that, you know, black people no good at all. He, you know, sucks up off of our community and he's become rich by it. But you guys know the story, blah, 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 right? So anyway, since Lil Boosie went over there, he thought he would give his unsolicited opinion about Lori Harvey. And he said the following in a recent interview, right? He says, I think we need to stop giving the women the power with situations like this. And then he suggested that male bachelors get plenty of criticism, but it's not the same for women. We got to start giving the bachelors, the men who are running through a beautiful woman like this, the credit, who not how, and I'm reading exactly how I was saying, okay, who not housing her, running through her. So I'm assuming maybe he meant that give the man the credit for basically just getting it and getting on, like not committing to her, getting the goods and, you know, leaving her, not taking care of her. I guess that's where he's saying men should be uplifted for doing that, okay? I believe that's how I'm reading it, okay? And so he also says that he woke up to a lot of criticism on his YouTube behind his comments over Lori Harvey. And then he said the following, F y'all. I said what I said. All right. And then he says, I wake up to all these Lori Harvey fans on my A. I almost said the A word. I know we ain't supposed to be cussing on here. On my channel, I do cuss just a little bit. So I'm getting better at it. So let me start over. It says, I wake up to all these Lori Harvey fans on my A talking about I'm hating on Lori. He started as he was filming in his car. Why would I want to hate on Lori for? I just say, y'all got it all effed up saying, let's go. If you saying let's go, that means you want your daughter to F 7 or 8, 9 N-words in a couple of months. In the industry, says Boosie, who is a father to 8 children with 6 different women. But I'm going to leave that alone because I'm not here to shame nobody about how many children's mother they have, and that ain't even why I'm here. All right. So the problem is not with Lori Harvey. The problem is with everybody else trying to define how she should date. Let's just go back it up a little bit more. Lori Harvey is a 24-year-old young woman who happens to be the daughter of Steve Harvey. And I know people say, well, you know, her father wrote the book, you know, the act like a woman, a man and think like a lady or whatever. I know I got it messed up, but you guys know who I'm talking about. Steve Harvey of the Steve Harvey Morning Show, the Steve Harvey Television Show, the Steve Harvey everything, right? That is his daughter. And so I know a lot of people are thinking, well, she should, you know, follow his advice and all this. What she should do is mind her business, okay? She's a 24-year-old, up until recently, single woman. And everybody has these opinions about what she should be doing. Now, is it okay for you to be with whoever you want to be with? If not, that's on you. But we cannot categorize what everybody else should be doing. And to be honest with you, Not every 24-year-old is running around here with a church full of kids and unwed and having struggle relationships and all of that. Now, it should also be said that Michael B. Jordan got a little backlash too, because he went on Valentine's Day and rented out a whole aquarium for her and spent all his money on bags and flowers and all of that other stuff. And a lot of men took him to task, saying, you know, basically he's a simp, he's a sucker, he shouldn't be doing all of that. And I'm like, well, what should he be doing? And it also made me feel sad, because it's like there's a lot of, and listen, men, I love y'all, I really do. And this is not an admonishment to all of y'all, because I know all of y'all don't think like that. But this is an admonishment to men who think that women deserve less because of, let's say, her past, or, you know, who she's been with or whatever. She should just get, I don't know what, a bologna cracker sandwich, you know, because she has, you know, a baby father, or she's been with other people. And so, you know, I just think what we need to do, especially us that are still raising children. I'm not, even though I have a 28-year daughter. So, you know, maybe you can say I'm mentoring her still. But I think we should teach our children, and I'm going to speak from a woman's point of view. I think we should teach our daughters that they should have certain expectations when it comes to a relationship. And we should teach our sons the same thing. But I don't think we should go about the business of teaching our sons that a person's value is on who they've been with in the past, right? And what they deserve monetarily speaking, you know, as far as a date, because of who they've been with. But I think more importantly, we should teach our kids how to mind their business. That ain't your woman. That's Michael B. Jordan's woman. Like, why are you even speaking on that woman? And I just also find it odd that we live in a society now that where people don't have a problem with speaking up under the clothes of a woman. But regardless of how we feel about Lori Harvey, that is still somebody's child who has, I've never heard Lori Harvey do anything wrong to anybody. Yes, she's dated a few people, whatever. That's still her business. But I haven't heard that she's murdered anybody or she's stolen from anybody or done anything. Matter of fact, I can't even remember the last time I heard the girl speak. But you have all these people who are casting judgments and opinions and everything on her simply because now she's in one of the most coveted relationships, per my daughter being with Michael B. Jordan. You know, people want to try to tear her down and say what she deserves. And she, like, I'm baffled at the whole thing. And maybe because I'm a little bit older, I don't get, especially men nowadays. Maybe y'all can help me out. I don't understand men who gossip, but like this. I don't ever remember hearing my dad talk about these type of things. Like, he's older now, so I wouldn't remember him saying, Pam Grier, because that's who was around when he was younger. She's been around a lot, and she with him and he. I never heard my dad talk like that, or any of the other older gentlemen talk like that. And so I don't know if this is something new where men get involved in the relationship of women, especially. Is that new? You guys help me out. But the problem is not with Lori Harvey. The problem is with everybody else not minding their business and trying to define what she is worthy of and what relationship she should have based off of the limitations that they have set for themselves, right? And any woman that will be with a man that wants to deduce her down to her past as far as what she deserves now shouldn't be with a man like that. And men shouldn't be with a woman like that either. Once we start learning our worth and walking in that, we'll all be better off. But again, I don't get into the muck and the mire and the mud of celebrity gossip as much. I see it, but to me it's whatever, because that's rich people's problems, if you will. But I thought that the story was a little bit bigger than who she's with at the time. I think it's really that people need to stop placing their limitations on the lives and relationships of other people. So anyway, you guys, for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.